What's up everybody? Today we're gonna turn this into this. Whenever I made bases, whether it be a clone base or a droid base or anything like that, I've always felt like they were a bit empty. So I decided to make a few things to add to the base to make it look more of like a actual military operation. But before I go any further, I want to point out that these crates aren't initially my design. Ethan The Artisan is the designer of these crates. I'll leave a link to his video and channel below. Be sure to check that out. He has a bunch of great crate designs. I just took this design because I thought it was really cool and utilized a really great piece and added some stuff to it. So technically it's not the same, but it's extremely similar, but I need to give credit where credit is due. So be sure to check them out. And just to be clear, this could be for any base. It doesn't have to be clone. It could be droid, rebels, imperial, anything like that. I also went ahead and made some PDF instructions. You can find them on my Rebrickable. Link will be in the description.
All right, so first up we have the cart. The cart's pretty cool. It can fit a lot of the builds we're doing. Hopefully these instructions don't go too fast for you. Feel free to pause at any point. But yeah, cart's pretty cool, very simple design, but you can do a lot with it. Next up is the crates. Again, thank you Ethan The Artisan for this awesome design. It uses the spring-loaded shooters, 4 of them in fact, and yeah, it just looks so cool. But yeah, the slope parts, you can connect them to one another and they don't wiggle. And yes, it does fit on the cart and doesn't fall off if you're a little too rough with it. Next up, my favorite is the artillery shell holder. This is another pretty simple design, but works really, really well. And then you can hold a whole bunch of those in there. And yes, it does in fact fit on the cart. Next up is the portable generator for when you got to generate some power, obviously. But yeah, another very simple design. A lot of these parts come from the clone pack, the minifig pack with the P1 clones. But yeah, this does kind of fit on the cart. It's not as secure as the others, but it does in fact fit. Next up is the kind of like battle station area where you can overview stuff. The instructions on here, you know, don't have the translucent parts in there, but yeah, they kind of fit on there however you please and stuff like that. But it does kind of fit on the cart, not really. Next up is the command station, the command center, I guess you can call it. I really like this, has some cool angles in there. And utilizes really big screens and stuff like that. And again, if you don't have these parts, not a problem. Feel free to be creative and see what you can come up with. But as you can see, it does not fit on the cart at all. Next up is the fueling station. This could be for fuel or like a fire station kind of thing. I didn't make PDF instructions because it's pretty simple, and I don't know if a lot of people have this like engine part type thing, like this canister. But yeah, pretty simple. Add a hose to it, whatever hose you have, and just make sure you have like a handle or nozzle on the end of it. And then another cool thing is the gun rack, or blaster rack I should say. Here it might be a little confusing, but it's basically just a 4x6, and you add these slopes and 1x2s, then these 1x4 snot bricks, as well as 1x2s on either side. And then on top you're going to do like a 2x2 and some 2x2 slopes with something on top. But it does fit on the cart, and you can make this as long as you want. This is just a short version to fit on the cart. Next up are just tanks. It could be filled with anything you want, but this is really simple. It's just going to take the cylinder pieces. You're going to stack yellow and gray or whatever colors you really want to do. You can have like multiple different colors for different things, but if you make a whole bunch of them, you just take a 4x6 as well as a 2x6 on the bottom, and you only really need these jumpers, the 4 that I pointed out, to add these on, but it fits on the cart pretty nicely. And yeah, it looks really good too. Next up is the Barricade. Barricade's super simple. You just take a 2x6, add some connectors on there with these flag things that you get from the clone command station, some 1x2 slopes. You can add that there, put down the flap, and you can connect them to a whole bunch of different stuff.
If you have anything you want to see in future content, leave it in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your ideas. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.